the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.
It's Madden NFL 23 on.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled right upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about that? They leveled the score on 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now Prescott.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
Delivers another one to Pierce.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he's got room. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They'll use him a lot. Catches a week ago. He makes another catch here for good yardage.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Once more, it's Pierce.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this fourth down territory? Might he go for it?
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 3. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now Fields. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
On 1st down, Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
The Colts at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
To throw is Fields. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On the counter, it's Taylor. He'll get it inside the 20. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's got Pierce.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Pierce, and he's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Prescott. And a little floater there is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, he's got a man, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 27, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Colts about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston will give them the season sweep. On play action, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. At halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Pierce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be. In all honesty, he wanted his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throwing on third down, Fields able to find his man, Woods. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. First and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
To throw once more on second and 10. Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Texans 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching me. Back now here on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 58 yards on the ground for him so far.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Rose. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. A good pickup there of 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the 50, here's Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rose. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
On 4th down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Rose. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Running straight ahead, Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. It's Jackson. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Fields now to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Alec Pierce with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That's complete into the hands of Myers. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's caught. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he cannot pull it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught by Myers. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers, 29 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got Pierce. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now it's Fields. Touchdown, Colts! Jelani Woods, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just take a seat in the drive when we get at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
A first down throw for Prescott.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man is Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.